Boom, boom, chat, boom, boom, chat, chat, boom. All right, lock him. Shut up. Okay. Today was not the best of days. Just a little overall bias. A little overall bias. All right, well, we'll go over here. Give mouse. Seems that some things have been moved in my desk space. All right, bang. MEQ over here was already tapping into this gap. Wait. Oh, it's on 30 minutes. I was about to say. This is hourly gap. This is not an hourly, that's 30 minute. So MES is looking more bullish. So we're in all-time highs. This is usually, I guess, more of like a higher time frame reversing point because we're at all-time highs. There's not, I guess, exactly a spot of liquidity where it's reacting off of. So I'm kind of just like, honestly, really was pretty bearish and wanted to see this taken out, or really just this taken out, and then bullish maybe from there with making SMT with MES being so much higher than MEQ. So that was really my thoughts coming into the market was SMT off these lows. We get pretty close and then don't take him out. Now I'm like, didn't really take him out. Are we going back up to maybe come back down? So that's what I started thinking. We're gonna break in structure. I'm like, all right, we broke structure to the upside. We then get 5 minute SMT, but technically, like low key, there's so many highs right here. But still, it's like so much higher than I'm like, all right, if we invalidate this, maybe we end up respecting it really hard. Yeah. So I'm like, definitely be bullish, but just hard 15 minute. Not really any confluences. Still technically, if August once we close here, it would be bullish, but MES is all the way up here. Like, want to see a little more. In the moment, I was kind of just caught like, oh, I need to pick one, I need to pick one. But I think what I need to realize is that me wanting to pick one or wanting to be bullish or bearish is more of me just wanting to be in a trade rather than actually like finding the right bias. So what I need to just do is find all the confluences, say, is meaning the price is looking more bullish, more bearish, compare, be objective, and see higher time frame, bullish, bearish, did this, did that. So then I was like, all right, I kind of did that. I didn't say it out loud like this, but I was like thinking like, all right, well, what are the confluences? Broke structure, retraced on MES for more bullish, hit 5 minute hit 5 minute gap. Still technically 5 minute SMT, so I can't really get long yet. Boom. Make another 5 minute bearish SMT. Now I'm like, all right, well, could still be bearish. Let's see if we can validate this gap. Almost did, almost entered, came right back up. Now, wait a minute, wait a darn minute. Boom. Boom. Tightening gap expected is still 5 minute SMT. I will enter. Let's go to 1 minute. Honestly, I didn't see this, so kind of what I did, I wanted to retrace. So I entered up here actually. Entered. Honestly, totally fine trade. I'm totally fine with that. My SL, however, was like here, I think. But you'll see that unfortunately that happens. I think biggest thing is besides just being utterly so unfortunate is that we swept again in a 5 minute SMT. I think emotionally, I think honestly, biggest. Or I hate how that makes the noise, but I watched the videos back. I already said this, but like you can't hear me when the chair's moving. Biggest thing today wasn't even the trade or the fact that I lost the trade, because looking back on it now, it's like, oh dang, like, we just got stopped out. That's tragic. Um, and luckily, recently, like trades, I'll go back to this, back to what I was about to say. But trades have been like they kind of hurt, but then instantly, kind of instantly left. But I think the biggest thing is that last trade I lost more than 1.2K. I lost more than 1K, so I felt like I only had $700 to lose. I was like, bro, the account's like, this is just dumb. I was like, bro, I just need to get past the funded, blah, blah, or the eval, I mean, to get to the fund so I can actually just trade. But trade overall wasn't bad. Stuck to my rules, but psychology and emotionally wise, I think was not in check and was just pissed off that I couldn't have or it more like down to the 5 minute low when in reality I can't even control that. And then if that were to happen again, although I think that was a fine SL, I'm not gonna lie. Um, but no matter what, always just have proper SL, proper stop loss, and then when I do get to the fund, remember to properly risk. Overall, now I think not in a bad trade. Um, just having to come down. I think maybe the biggest thing technically is 5 minute low all the way down here, but that's such a deep low, bro. I guess I was down here, so maybe it should have been the 1 minute low. Yeah. So boom, enter. Let's see this. Yeah. I, yeah. Yeah. Oh, let me get the thing in. What the junky junk? Lost long position. Yeah. Boom. But I entered off this. So then like there. Low key long stop loss. But that's one thing. Is like, what? Oops. Cancel. Still one of the. I don't know. It's kind of hard to honestly have that be a stop loss. That is difficult. That is difficult. Mm. I think it's kind of tricky. I think maybe in that spot we just end up not taking that trade. Although I can't, like, bro, having the confidence is there and everything, it's like almost impossible because the risk reward is still there. I just have to take the trade. If the risk reward wasn't, I didn't have to, but the hourly high or the back to all time highs was still there. I had to take the trade. Ended up losing barely, partly because just not risking. But now I have two accounts, and so I can take two trades if I need to or want to. And yeah, I just won it, bro. Worst comes to worst, bro. I'm blowing 20 accounts and finally getting to the funded. And once I get to that funded, bro, trust me, I'm gonna pay out. I just gotta get there. Just gotta get there. And the biggest thing is that this right now cannot mess up. I think emotionally, knowing that I can pass the account really easily or really quickly within like two trades is kind of messing up my psychology. I still took a good trade today, but it's definitely messing up with a little bit. And I just have to lock in. Remember, nothing's changing. Taking one good trade. Nothing's changing. Taking one good trade. All right, that is it. And I will soon be profitable.